Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance, and this is an M53 55. In fact, it actually is the M55. Why can I tell that? Because, well, it's got a big 8-inch howitzer on it, and that's only on the M55 used by the US Army. And this one is being commanded by DeadlyBananaDog. No, I don't understand that either. It's got a rather unusual name. Well, he's on the south spawn of Fiery Salient, and you could hear those shells coming in. Oh, big explosions as everybody disperses. And DeadlyBananaDog is headed off towards the usual places that Arty goes. Or is he? No, he's actually going over the railway line because DeadlyBananaDog is unconventional. See, it's going to hide in the bushes on the other side of the railway line, not where everyone would normally check and look. And he's extended his aim, and he's got his first customer. It's an E50 who's poking the ridgeline at the centre, and he's about to get a nasty surprise. Well, unfortunately, that 8-inch shell missed the target, but that doesn't necessarily mean that all of his shells will miss the target. I think some of them will hit, and he's still indicating his target. Or is that... No, that was coming from his fellow Arty, the GW Tiger P. And the E50 has gone unsighted temporarily, but there's a Schwarzpanzer moving up. Oh, he's been asked to platoon with the GW Tiger P. That's very nice. And they've platooned. That's very nice indeed. Now, if they're both very efficient Arties, they should be able to get a brothers in arms out of this. Now, he's looking for a quick counter battery. He's looking in that place near the railway line where the enemy Arty tends to congregate. But there's a heavy fire from that railway carriage that's burning. And that does obscure the view slightly. And they've been joined by the other T-92. So all the Arty are ganging up on the enemy. That tends to make the enemy think, oh my god, what's going to happen next? Because they know that platoon has been formed. That round, the T-54 turned at just the right moment to avoid getting smacked by that shell. And DeadlyBananaDog is moving forward to avoid a counter battery. Right, there was a Waffenträger Alpha Panzer IV over here on the railway line at the crossing. Now, I heard something go down there. There's a little sign so that actually the system will actually give you that something was moving through the area nearby where you were looking. You can only get that in the Battle Assistant or Look Down view. So only Arty know that somebody has actually moved through there. Okay, there's the T-54. You can hear the engines as he goes past. Okay, he's turning. He's doing a bit of scouting. Now it looks like one of the Arties has fired. And another one. And he's going for the... He was going for the T-54 as well. But he's relocating. And there's an E50. Now, as that Schwarzpanzer has moved up, he's able to spot a lot more, but unfortunately he was just taken out by the Jagdpanther II. There's the T-54 again. He's poking the ridgeline, seeing what he can see, then putting back again, receiving fire. Now, you just need to estimate the fall of shot, where he's going to be, and that was close. And DeadlyBananaDog has moved again. A really good Arty player will relocate every shot. However, there are some Arties that you don't really want to relocate because you want to spend time pumping the shells out as quickly as you can. And obviously what I'm referring to there is some of the tier 2 Arty, as well as some of the tier 5 and 6 ones, where it really is necessary to keep those shells moving as quickly as you can to hit as many targets as you can. T-54 is being targeted by the GW Tiger P, but it appears that DeadlyBananaDog is going to go for the hill. Okay, it's a difficult angle from here because you're actually closer to the hill on this side of the railway line, so it makes it a very narrow aim. You really need to hit a target that's not in a dip. And of course there is a dip there that they tend to go into to avoid being shot from the other side, And they are under fire from that Death Star at the railway line, at the centre line. We can't see them yet, but DeadlyBananaDog has pre-aimed. It's one of the little tricks that Arty tends to do. Pre-aim at targets, wait for the enemy to appear. Tanks do this too, but with Arty's it's more necessary because you've got a longer aim time. A much longer aim time. Okay, he's decided they're not going to appear for the meanwhile. And he does need to keep these shells cycling. Okay, another enemy's been spotted. Super Conqueror over on the west side of the battlefield. He's receiving fire now. But DeadlyBananaDog can fire a shell in here. If he gets a hit, he'll get some stun as well. Rounds out. Direct hit. 359 hit points, 2 critical hits, massive stun. He might get some stun assist off this. He is getting stun assist. He's just relocated a little. Oh, he's picking up some more. And he's going to go for that Super Conqueror again, or is he? No. It might help actually to use the right hand mouse button on the mini-map, and that will enable you to switch your aim very, very quickly. Just click on the right hand mouse button on the mini-map where you want to take the view, and the view will zip over there straight away. And the Arty just then swivels to face the target. Okay, he's having to manually do this with his mouse every time. Okay, he's going for the Super Conqueror again. It's already got massive stun. You can see the yellow marks from the Arty rounds that have hit him. That one's right into the side. Oh my god, it's tracked him. Massive stun. 434 hit points off that one. Okay, there's a T-28 prototype on the railway line. Unfortunately, he's got about 20 seconds to wait. Hopefully one of his teammates will see that and hit the T-28. He hasn't marked his target yet with his T-key. It really would help if he did, because that would tell his teammates what he's after. Rounds out. Direct hit right into the side. You can see the yellow mark where it hit, just above the tracks on the skirting. That's another 422 hit points, plus he's picking up stun assist. 447 from that shot. And that T-28's backing away because he's losing too much health. He's down to basically it's a one shot for anybody who hits him now. Now surprisingly, the enemy is one tank ahead at the moment. But that's mainly because they've done fairly well over the hill, and it looks to me like DeadlyBananaDog realises the difficulty they're in over the other side of the on the hill, and he's decided he's going to move west, and that's a wise decision. In fact, all of the Arty ought to move over to the west, and that way, if the enemy does break through on the hill and beat that Wizzy 111, they're going to be in a position to support any tanks that are defending the cap. Okay, that T-28 prototype again, and he's being aimed at by the other Arty. Round out. No, unfortunately, not a hit. So he's relocating, going further west. Okay, he's found his new firing position and he's extending his aim from here. E50 first. Now, he's reversing on the centre line. Should be able to get a good shot. Estimate where he's going to go. And ready? Rounds out. Oh, I overflew the E50. It went right over the top of him. It was a good shot, but unfortunately didn't hit the target. Okay, he's relocating again. Now the M50, M53 is really quite a good Arty for relocation because it has got quite a good set of tracks. Well, that E50's gone down. course, the M53 actually uses the chassis of the M47 medium tank, which is why it's actually quite a nippy little arty. And the best feature about it is the fact that it does have a traversable turret, and that means you can use vents. Well, it's an enclosed turret. Of course, they didn't actually use it when it was enclosed. They did keep the vents, the doors open so that they could ventilate all the fumes. Oh wow, what a shot there! He hit the Waffenträger auf Panzer IV, hiding behind the house, vaporized the house, but he took out the Waffenträger with it. And that was very, very nice shot. He was blind basically at the time he fired, so he doesn't know how many hit points he's picked up for it, but it's certainly a very, very useful shot. And that STRV-103B is regretting his life choice there by parking in that bush, because he is now getting absolutely pummeled at any moment now. Oh no, that was the T92. 24 centimeter shell ended his game and sent him back to the garage. T28 prototype, that same one he fired at earlier, with all those yellow stains on him. Rounds out, and he killed him with splash. It was a blind shot as well. He couldn't see him at the time. He estimated where he would go, and he got him. Right, and he's relocating. Now he can move a long way north if he wants to now, because most of the enemy on the west side of the map has been wiped out. There's another one just gone down there. GW Tiger P, who was sitting on the west side. Grid square A1, A2, well A2 actually. And that means that there's a fair number of enemy on top of the hill still, but they won't be for very much longer, because everybody will be aiming at those tanks. There they are, the Centurion 7-1 and the Tiger 2, and they're facing off against that Wizzy 111. Unfortunately, he's just been lost, but they're lining up to take out that Tiger 2 now. Direct hit right on the money, 527 hit points, 3 critical hits. Beautiful shot. It appeared to hit the front tracks, but it must have done a huge amount of damage. I mean, it must have taken out personnel. Certainly took out his tracks, but oh, and the Rheinmetall Borsig Waffenträger goes down there, and the next one, that T54, probably won't last very long. He's got very low health. The Carnarvon's getting punched at long range, and that's a kill shot. 268 hit points. T54 bites the dust, and that's his first kill of the game, would you believe it? No, third kill of the game, sorry, what am I saying? Third kill. Yes, of course, we've got the Waffenträger auf Panzer IV, we've got the T28 prototype, and now we've got the T54. Right, now the T92, he's headed west, east rather, because there's the Centurion 7-1. It's the last remaining medium on the enemy team, and rounds out. And that splash was 281 hit points, and he's got a long reload now, but he's picked up 622 stun assist. And the T92 is being very aggressive, but unfortunately he's been taken out. But I don't think that Centurion will last very long, because there's a Wizzy 111 coming down. There's a T28 prototype. The Conway's headed south. The UDES is looking for the last remaining Arty, which is the GW E100. And I suspect he's up in the corner of the map. Either that or he's down the dip in the riverbed. No, the UDES has looked in the corner at A0. He's not there. So he must have headed south as well. Yes, he is in the riverbed. That was correct. Okay, that's the 1 minute warning for the battle. Running out of time. Okay, the Wizzy 111G FT is going after that Centurion. Meanwhile, DeadlyBananaDog is capping. He might as well, but he'll pick up the cap points. There's the Centurion. But he's letting the Wizzy 111 go after him. He didn't kill him. 8 hit points in it. Okay, now it's a splash kill for him. Ready, and rounds out. Lovely shot. 8 hit points, but that's the end of the Centurion. And that was the end of the GWE 100. It was taken up by the UDES. And they've won the battle. So let's have a look at the end of battle stats. And it's a first class tanker for DeadlyBananaDog in the M53, M55. He also picked up a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits, crew incapacitations or module damage. He got 16 in that one. And he picked up a fighter badge because he managed to get at least 4 kills. And yes, he did get 4 kills in the end. And let's have a look at the team score. Well, he came top on damage. He did most work, 3,388 hit points in total. He got the highest number of kills with 4, and he got the second highest base XP of 1,016. The UDES beat him to it, unfortunately. So in the end, he fired 15 rounds, got 6 direct hits, 6 penetration, and 8 splash. Did damage of 3,388 hit points, all at more than 300 meters. He hit 6 in the enemy, but killed 4 of them. He also did stun assistance damage of 1,989 hit points off 10 stuns, and he managed to get 65 cap points while he was sitting at the other end capping. On a premium account, he earned 53,385 credits, and there's a holiday ops bonus not showing there. And after ammunition resupply, he still had 44,554 credits spare. He received 1,524 XP, and there's another holiday ops bonus missing there, and it was ×2 for the first victory of the day, so he took away 3,597 experience points in total. So very well done there. First class badge, which is very nice. And you certainly did pump out the damage in that. And of course, the best thing about it is that you do get a nice hefty credit balance into your account. So if you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, because every time YouTube moves the goalposts, we need more and more people to join us. And hopefully it'll be your replay that will be featured in our next video.